Hey everybody, this is the Boat Alphabet Book by Jerry Pallotta, illustrated by David Bedritsky. He's the same guy that illustrated the Beetle book. The Boat Alphabet Book. Did you ever wonder why the first boat was built? Was it to be able to cross a lake or to travel down a river, to explore or just have fun? And what did the first boat look like? Maybe it was a log or a carved out tree. Whatever it was, those first sailors probably never imagined. A for aircraft carrier. A is for aircraft carrier. This military ship is a floating airport. An aircraft carrier can carry more than 100 aircraft, fighter jets, planes, and helicopters. It's also a floating city. About 60,000 people work and live on the largest aircraft carriers. On board, you will find a church, a movie theater, a library, a hospital, a dental office, a post office, and even a barber shop. Each day, the barber gives over 250 haircuts. The cooks bake 800 loaves of bread. The crew drink 13,000 cans of soda, and the kitchen staff sometimes serves up to 10,000 hamburgers. There are almost 2,000 telephones on board and 30,000 lights. What would you do if the captain said, "It's your turn to shut off all the lights"? B. B is for barkentine. There are many different kinds of tall ships. Some of these are brigs, barks, brigantines, frigates, schooners, and clippers. This tall ship is a barkentine. It has square sails on its foremast and staysails on its mainmast, mizzenmast, and jiggermast. C. C is for canoe. Of all the boats in this book, the canoe is probably the most popular. Canoes are light and easy to launch. They are perfect for boating on lakes and small rivers. Just paddle out and the canoe will bring you close to nature. D. D is for dory. Dories are flat-bottomed wooden workboats. Many years ago, they were used for a type of commercial fishing called longlining. Today, dories are used for clamming, lobstering, harvesting seaweed, and going for a nice, relaxing row. E is for electric boat. Some people call a nuclear-powered submarine an electric boat. Is it really a boat? Yes and no. A submarine can float on the surface like a boat, but can also travel underwater. Electric boats can circumnavigate the Earth without ever surfacing. Circumnavigate means go all the way around. Circumference, like going around. Circumnavigate. Go around the water. F. F is for ferry. A ferry is a boat that carries passengers or cars from one dock to another. Older ferries have steel hulls. Newer aluminum ferries are faster and give smoother rides. The hull is the outer shell of the boat. The bow is the front of the boat, and the stern is the rear. G. G is for gondola. Gondolas are water taxis. The city of Venice, Italy is famous for gondola travel because its roads are canals. Sometimes the gondolas sing to their passengers, "Watch out, things could get romantic." H. H is for hydrofoil. When docked, it looks like any other boat. When traveling at high speeds, the hydrofoil lifts up and skims the surface like a water skier. With less friction from the water, the boat can zoom along faster. I. I is for icebreaker. When winter comes and the waterways freeze, most boats and ships cannot get through. The icebreaker can. This vessel, with its extra thick hull, can smash through the ice and make a passageway for itself and other boats that might follow. J. J is for junk. This Chinese ship with the high poop deck is called a junk. Even when it is brand new, it is still called a junk. Legend has it some people were born on junks and spent their entire lives on board without ever setting foot on land. K. K is for kayak. The earliest kayaks were made from walrus or seal skin that was stretched over bone or wooden frames. Today, kayaks are popular both for pleasure and for sport and are made of synthetic skins such as rubber, plastic, and fiberglass. L. L is for lightship. This ship is a floating, movable lighthouse. Lightships can be anchored in locations where it might not be possible to build a lighthouse. Lightships and lighthouses warn sailors of dangerous waters so that they can navigate around them. M. On this page, slow down and be careful. There are mines in the water. Those are like bombs. A minesweeper, mines are floating bombs. A minesweeper is used to remove or destroy them. Many mines are detonated by the magnetism of steel. Minesweepers are made of wood. They don't even have steel hulls. N. N is for now. In the journals of Christopher Columbus, kept during his first voyage to North America, he referred to his ships, the Santa Maria, as a now. What was a now? Well, it was a specific type of sailing ship used for trade, or was now simply an old Spanish word meaning ship? No one knows for sure. O. O is for ocean liner. It's party time! Ocean liners are floating resort hotels made especially for people on vacation. These ships cruise all over the world. During a 14-day trip, an ocean liner might anchor at many different islands and cities. If you like ships, music, dancing, and eating, then an ocean liner is for you. P. P is for pedal boat. If you can pedal a bicycle, you can get this boat moving. The harder you pedal, the faster it goes. This boat is human-powered. If you want to call a pontoon boat or a paddle boat, that's okay too. Q is for quaff. This is a basket boat. Quaffs are usually found on the Tigris and Euphrates River. Some are so large that 20 people can fit inside without sinking. Quaff can also be spelled Q-U-F-F-A, Q-U-F-A, Q-U-F-F, Q-U-F-A-H, or K-H-U-F-F-A. Quaff. R is for reed boat. Reeds are a type of flat, hollow grass. After years of watching reeds floating by, somebody probably had the brilliant idea of tying hundreds of them together to make a boat. The idea worked. A reed boat could have been the first boat ever built. S. S is for steamboat. Some of the first boat engines were steam-powered. A steam engine worked like this. Hot coals boil water. The water becomes steam, the steam expands, and the pressure drives pistons up and down. The moving pistons then turn a giant paddle wheel, and the boat is propelled through the water. Today, steamboats are outdated, but are sometimes used as tourist attractions and casinos. T. T is for tanker. Tankers are ships that carry liquids. Most tankers carry oil products such as crude oil, diesel fuel, home heating oil, kerosene, grease, and gasoline. Let's hope the ship is double-hulled so that if it runs aground, nothing will spill out. What else could a tanker carry? How about chocolate milk? U. Remember the K page? A kayak is a closed boat that is snugly around a person's waist. Traditionally, it was a one-man hunting boat. Here is a traditional woman's boat. It's called a umiak. The umiak is an open boat that is designed for more than one person. It can hold a mother, her children, dogs, and supplies. Umiak is umiak. Sorry, I pronounced it wrong. You should add the pronunciation first. V. V is for Viking ship. It was easy to admire the wooden ships that were built by the adventurous Scandinavian pirates, the Vikings. These fast seaworthy ships were strong enough to cross an ocean and light enough to sail up shallow rivers. The cleverly designed Viking ships were built with simple iron tools. A Viking shipbuilder would use an auger, a chisel, an adze, a hammer, lots of nails, and most importantly, an axe. W. W is for windjammer. Windjammer is a term for any large sailing vessel like this schooner. Windjammer is also an old slang word for people who prefer boats with sails over boats with engines. Let's go windjamming. X. Xers are xebec. A xebec is a three-masted ship that is rigged with lantine sails. It is very similar to another boat, a dhow. This xebec has three sails, but one of them must have been ripped through the stormy weather. Y. Y is for yacht. When you become rich and famous, you own a luxurious yacht. Then you can go anywhere you want. Let's sail to Aruba, Bimini, Cuba, Dominica, Easter Island, Fiji, Grenada, Haiti, Isla Mauritius, Jamaica, Kodiak, Long Island, Montserrat, Nantucket, Oahu, Pitcairn Island, Quisum, Rat Island, the Seychelles, Tahiti, Eulythia, Virgin Gordia, Wendell Island, Zahong, Yap, and Zanzibar. He did an alphabet of islands starting A to Z. That's pretty cool. And Z. Z is for Zodiac. A Zodiac is an inflatable boat. The company that builds Zeppelins decided to use the same technology to build boats. At first glance, a Zodiac looks like a giant toy you would find in a swimming pool. However, Zodiacs are quite seaworthy, and zillions of Zodiacs are now used all over the world. I don't know if zillion's quite right, but it's fun to have a Z word. That means a lot, a lot, a lot. Here is a bellbuoy. A navigational aid, usually a bellbuoy, marks the entrance to a harbor, but right now this bellbuoy marks the end of the book. The Boat Alphabet Book.